Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all doing good. Today I'll be talking about culture, more specifically my own culture, and how it has an impact on my life and what it signifies for me. So first off, culture is the customary beliefs, social forms, and material traits that a person or a group of people have. So for me, the culture that is the most prominent in my life would be the French culture. I was the first person in my family to be born in the United States, which makes me a first generation French American. Both of my parents grew up in a small town in central France in the region of Auvergne, and the rest of my family still lives there to this day. That brings me to my first point about French culture and like the first aspect that's quite important, which was family. When I go back to visit, there's no such thing as a dinner where without every single member of the family being at the table. Um, Eating is a family activity, whether it's lunch or dinner. All of the good memories I've had with my family have been at a dinner table. Another aspect of family that's quite important for people in France is holidays, Christmas, Easter, or even summer vacation is quite important as it's great family time, and it's a time that you spend to enjoy life, and you don't have to worry about work or any stressful aspects of your life that's going on. Those are moments that are heavily cherished in the French community. So due to the importance of family at a very young age, I learned how to speak French. It was my first language, and that made going to school and growing up at a young age extremely hard in the US due to me not being able to speak English just yet. But I was quickly able to learn English and make friends and develop connections with my classmates. But I ended up changing schools to a bilingual school, and which was French and English. It was great because I could practice both languages, and on top of it, I learned about my culture, the language, and the history of the country my parents were from. I give great credit to my teachers at that school for developing me in the person I am today, because a lot of my ideas and the way I view life is due to the French education I had at a young age. Another aspect about me developing in the French culture was me visiting museums and historical monuments in France. Going to France and seeing the historical monuments, art, and literature that is throughout the country really gave me an idea of the traditions, the values, and the morals that the generations that were before me had, and it to this day influences me in the decisions I make and in the way I view every single event in my life. Um, so, although I do have a lot of French culture within me, I'm also American, and that is most notable when I do go back to France. Surprisingly enough, when I'm in France, to most French people, I may have more American mannerisms, and although I am French, and when I'm here in the US, people may see that I have more French mannerisms, but I'm still American. That kind of makes it difficult within the culture that I have of being French American to not have a distinguished place where I completely fit in. Each France and the US feel kind of, I kind of feel like I stick out a little bit, but that doesn't make me hate who I am or where I came from. I still love my story, the story of my parents and the people that came before them, and I'm completely grateful for the culture that I have, and it has really shaped me into the person I am today. So thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.